Hello, everybody, and it's very late or early. It depends on how you look at it. It's currently 5 in the morning, and I just haven't been able to sleep. I've just been up thinking and you know wondering what I'm gonna be doing. And honestly, I think that just talking is gonna maybe help my issue that I'm having. It's definitely not gonna fix any, sleeping issues that I have, but I'm gonna ramble on for about an hour or so, and hopefully, Anyways, I've just been thinking, and I really am. I'm not lost, you know what I mean? But I'm just a little in a rough place, and I don't know. I'm excited for some things, and I'm not excited for other things. Just don't know how to describe it, man. I start college pretty soon, actually. I start college in August. At the end of August, about a month, basically. Man, that's probably what I'm excited for. But actually going and doing what I have to do, it's a little bit different. I don't know if I'm too excited about that. I am not going every single day. It's only a couple days out the week, and it's not very long. I'm only going for maybe a semester at most. You might be wondering, well, what are you going to college for? Well, I'm going to college for HVAC. Eventually, I might do electrical after. It's basically a trade school. They host a program at my community college, and I have a free ride. I'm on a scholarship. I might as well just go. I get certification and all that. I still have to go do a apprenticeship and become a journeyman and all that, but at least I get certified and I get some form of certification, basically proving that I did it. And I don't know what it's gonna be good for. I haven't really done much research other than knowing that this is basically what I want to go ahead and do. At least make a career out of it. Now, I know what I want to do. I'm just a little lost in direction. I don't really know exactly how to get to point A to point B. And I think that's like the main issue with a lot of people my age. I'm not old, I'm young. I still have a long ways. I don't know, long period in time to kind of figure out what I want to do. Um, but I think that's probably the issue with me is like, and I'm not scared. It's just I wish I had a little bit more direction. Uh, I don't need somebody telling me, what I mean, like exactly. If I had somebody at least hinting or guiding me just a tad, and I guess that's kind of what college for. At my local college, I do have people there. I forgot what they're called, but they're I don't know, there's people that I can go ahead and go to. They'll help me out and explain to me and kind of refer me to people or programs or apprenticeships or anything that I really need that I could go ahead and get some assistance for. But there's a lot I want to go ahead and do. I want to get into HVAC. I want to at least learn a trade, and then eventually, get into real estate. I'm gonna get my real estate license, and I'm gonna go through that whole ordeal. And then eventually, I do have to go ahead and get my licenses for HVAC. There's a couple I think I need. I've already got an OSHA, and I don't know if it's really important, but I was forced to take it. It was basically something I was required to take. There's like two licenses or maybe three that I need to go ahead and get for HVAC. EPA. I have to get that. Which you know what I'm prepared to do. I don't really mind taking those. I have to take them to get, certified and obviously licensed. And I can go ahead and do that through my government or through the government, or through my state, or something. I have to do more research on it, but honestly, it's not too bad. In my real estate license, I looked it up. There's a school that I can go ahead and go to locally, and it's only $600, which I say only. That is a lot of money, but I do have money saved and all that. I have worked and all, and I'm not working right now, just because college is so close. I did apply to a couple of jobs, just in case or whatever, but I have money saved. I do have a big spending problem. But I've been trying to manage that. I was looking at monitors earlier, and yeah, I 6 monitors, um, and that's already crazy. Obviously, I don't need that many, but the way that I have my room laid out, I'll go ahead and rearrange my room, clean it and all that, deep clean it. And this time, I decided to move my little sofa. I have a second setup, and this setup, I really made it for retro gaming. I bought a mini PC and all that, and did that whole thing. But I bought a little desk. It's nice. It's not very big and it fits. But I bought it, and it's stands up. It's a rising desk. And I bought another monitor. It was on sale at Walmart on clearance for like $90, so I bought two of them. And I had a monitor that was, I don't know, it was weird. It just like half of it would be black. It kind of flickered, but then it would fix itself and all that. And I never once dropped it. There's no, damage to the screen or anything like that. So I don't really know what the issue is, but sometimes it works. I have it at my main desk, and I have it in portrait mode, and it's been fine. When I do turn it on, sometimes I don't really, turn it on or use it at all. But I have 4 monitors at my main desk, and then I have 2 monitors on the second desk. I have a little 4x3 monitor that I kind of bought for retro, kind of get a little bit of retro vibes. But it's all right. I decided to kind of move my little sofa, my pull-out couch, over to the second desk, and that's where I'm at right now. Just 'cause sometimes I don't want to sit in a chair. I don't really need this monitor, but I have the money for it, and it's very tempting. I probably spent maybe, I don't know, $600 or so, recently on shit that I probably don't need, but, why not, I guess. It's very chronic. I don't have a gambling addiction, but the way that I spend money, if I did, I would not be good. And there have been a couple instances, where I have fallen into that little like routine and that little like a pocket where there are not full on gambling. I know other Call of Duties with Black Ops 4, Advanced Warfare, basically, I mean Black Ops 3, anything that had the loot boxes, the crates, I would gamble on that. I would spend. That's basically gambling. I would spend a lot of money, and at that time I didn't have a job. At that time I was young. So I was a little naive, and it wasn't my own money that I was spending. I know on Black Ops 4, when they released the Locust, they re-released the Locust, I was spending hundreds of dollars on crates just to try to get it. And ironically enough, I never even got the gun. I never did. The only time that I was able to get the gun, I don't even think it was on my main account. I think it was on PlayStation or something. And it was when they were doing, it was at the end of the life cycle, and they went ahead and, did they gave you a free crate where you can go ahead and select what DLC weapon you wanted. And that's the only way I was able to get it. So thank God they got rid of that. But there have been other instances where, like that, I have fallen into a little pocket. And that's how I know that if I were ever to get into CSGO, that's why I never got into CSGO. I play a lot of FPS games. You know, I love shooters. I love to play competitively. But if I were to ever get into CSGO, it would just be bad. I really, I wouldn't even be able to survive. That's personally why I've never gotten to CSGO. So, I'm not a gambler, but I do stay away from stuff that kind of enables that. And I don't even have to really gamble or get into that little space to spend a lot of money. But that's probably where it stems from, me spending a lot of money. Because it's my own money, I feel I have an initiative. And I know it's not smart financially. And I have gotten better at it. In the beginning, when I first got my job, when I was 15, I went ahead and saved a shit ton of money. And with my scholarship, it's a lot easier. I don't want to say I could live off of my scholarship. If there was ever a situation where I needed the extra money or anything like that, the scholarship definitely helps. If you save the scholarship money, it's a game changer. And especially, it depends on what you do. Some programs or some scholarships, it depends on how many you have. But if they're all a free ride, they might be more lenient on giving you more money. And when they go ahead and give you more money, you just gotta be smart with it sometimes. And I don't know if I'm mentally prepared. And I have gotten a couple jobs in between. It's just I don't know. It's just something about it. I feel like, I know that playing video games or staying at home isn't doing me anything, but there's this void that I have to wait to fill, and to be able to do what I actually want to do, which is HVAC and real estate and all that. The fact that I have to wait to be able to do it just kills me. And I feel like I'm wasting time or wasting energy or potential or whatever on, quote unquote dead end jobs or jobs realistically that I don't find myself staying at for, 5 years or any longer. That's the big issue that I'm running into. So when I go ahead and apply to get a job, I get so excited and I get into it. And typically they're all restaurant jobs. That's the only thing that I know how to do. I know how to cook. That's it. So when I go ahead and get into it, I got all these big plans of saving money and the stuff like that. And then I get hit with the hours. I don't want to go ahead and put up with the hours on something that I don't feel like is getting me anywhere. Even though financially it is. From a financial standpoint, it's giving me money. It's giving me a fixed income. And all I have to do is save that money, and stay at that job for at least, a year, or at least through college, and I'll be set. That on top of scholarship money and all that, you know what I mean? I'll be set. But for some reason, I just can't get myself to do it. And I'm struggling with that the most. Is that bad? You know what I mean? I know what I should be doing, I just don't do it. And I don't know how to fix that. I feel like that just kind of comes with experience and time, and I'm young right now, so obviously there's things that I would rather be doing that I have the opportunity to do, and I can sustain choosing, the stay-at-home life and the freedom over a job right now because I don't have those responsibilities. But is that the right thing to do when you also have the free will and availability and option to, pursue a job temporarily to get the income to apply to for instance, licensing and classes for real estate and all these that you're gonna have to go ahead and take later down the road, which I plan on taking them as soon as possible. You know, I have the money, so it's also not, a situation of can I afford to, which a lot of people run into. Obviously, right now I'm not because of college coming up. Um, Now during college, I also probably do plan on doing it, but I just really want to enjoy my free time. You know what I mean, and just enjoy it. Because I know once I start to lock in and grind, I that's all I'm gonna be doing. Um, so I just feel like right now I'm just not mentally prepared, and I'm really trying to get myself to. I applied for a couple jobs earlier this morning. I don't know, around 3 o'clock or so. Uh, and they're morning jobs. And you're like, well, you're up at 5 in the morning, and I can tell you right now, I didn't go to bed. I've been up for the past couple of days. I've honestly just been taking naps throughout the day, and that's not healthy. But I don't know if I suffer from insomnia or what the issue is. But all my life since I was a baby, I just have not been able to go to bed at a reasonable time. It's like an entirely nocturnal lifestyle that I live, and it goes on for months. It's gone on for 18 years, 19 years, but recently it's just gotten like past couple of years or so, and especially recently it's just gotten bad. I've been taking melatonin, and that's honestly starting to wear off now. I took it last night, actually yesterday I took it, and I didn't it didn't kick in. It never kicked in. I took it every night, every so often, and eventually it did just wear off. It just doesn't have the same effect as it did. And I don't know if that's something that I can fix, if that's me, or if it's just my body. I know my body's probably just getting adjusted and used to it now, so. But I don't want that. Honestly, I don't want to not be able to sleep. I think the biggest issue that people that suffer with insomnia or sleeping issues is that they just want to sleep, and that's when I went ahead and tried melatonin, and it worked. It did work, but then it just started recently. It just started to wear off, and it doesn't have the same effect as it did. Uh, and it's bothering me. It's been bothering me. I don't know how to fix it. I don't. Alright, this is our progress so far on the Amax. I've already gotten it Diamond, so I'm kind of working on Dark Matter right now. We have to go ahead and get 3 triple kills or better. I have 1 out of 3, and then we're going to go ahead and go for the Dark Matter challenge. I'm going to go ahead and run into some hardcore on Nuketown. We should go ahead and get this camo really quickly. I only need 2 more triple kills, so shouldn't take that long. Somebody behind me and in front of me laying down. That's unfortunate. Right here, right here. We're gonna get it. There we go, Dark Spawn. Alright, we need 5 Bloodthirsties. And we got Dark Matter, baby! We got it with a Merciless, baby! Let's go! And here's Dark Matter in the firing range. This camo honestly just looks beautiful. I've seen it so many times now. And honestly, it's probably one of my favorite camos ever in a Call of Duty game. Thank you guys for watching, and adios.